All right, let's get right to it. Showers and thunderstorms developing out to the west. Some of these storms have been potent. We've had numerous severe thunderstorm warnings. The main threat tonight has been hail, upwards of 1.5 inches in diameter, and we have had gusts over 60 miles per hour from a few of these storms as well. That will be the primary risk. A cluster up in the Devil's Lake Basin toward the international border, another cluster moving into Stutsman County. Look what's happening along the North Dakota, South Dakota border south of Bismarck. Here's a look at what's going on with the latest warnings. First and foremost, just to the north of Devil's Lake, we have the hottest cell that has been very potent for the last little bit. It's about 7 to 8 miles as the crow flies north of the Devil's Lake area right now, moving off to the east. A warning continues for these areas until 7 o'clock for this storm. See this backward C shape to it? It indicates to me that we could have some very gusty straight line winds coming out right here where we have the backward C from the west southwest. So watch for that. Batten down the furniture, get inside, stay away from windows. There's a ton of lightning with this cell as well. Another warning for Devil's Lake proper as we have cells that are off to the west of you, moving over the big lake right now and in your general direction, most of which have passed you just to the north over the past half hour or so. So you've been fortunate there, but the storm threat does continue. So stay indoors, away. Here is a look at this storm with the pinks. They're kind of waning a little bit. The storm weakening a touch as a lot of the hail is falling out of the storm and it's collapsing. Take a look at this 3D slice. We cut out of the storm, rising upwards of 55,000 feet are the cloud tops. And up in here, we have some higher returns, and that just shows us where we could have a hail core. But a lot of this has now fallen down toward the ground, and we'll keep our eyes on these storms, but they've been pulsing up and pulsing down. Where you see the light greens are upwards of 1 inch to 2 inch diameter hail potential from the cell as it moves over and just north of Sweetwater. Derrick, 634 will be near you, and the Nakoma area by 651 it will be in your ballpark. Now, whole line of storms stretching all the way back into Kidder County where things first started earlier in the evening. We'll monitor those. Right now, none are severe. But western Stutsman County, take a look at this interesting situation with hail. One round here near Medina produced over 1 inch diameter hail, and now another developing cell in southwestern portions of Stutsman County will continue. Most of that activity missing Jamestown proper at this time. Thunderstorms continue down south of Bismarck to develop. It looks like it's going to be most stormy this evening out to the west. Look at the heat in the valley. Record high for Fargo, 95, beating a record high of 94. Just missed the record in Grand Forks, the old record 97 today, back in the late 40s. We hit 96. Right now, out at the airport, 95 rather, winds gusting from the south-southeast to 29 miles per hour. It's 90 in Valley City. The rain pretty close to Jamestown. It has taken a little bit of the sizzle out of the temperature. 79 rain-cooled degrees in the Devil's Lake Basin. The 80s and 90s aplenty out in western portions of Minnesota as well. Here's your forecast, and I'm going to go through the evening planner for you first. Most of the intense storminess will be in northeast North Dakota tonight. We will have a chance at some blossoming thunderstorms, according to this model here, down in southeast North Dakota. So we need to monitor for that. We are seeing a little bit of development. I don't know that it will be this widespread. The risk for severe will decrease as we get toward the late night hours after we lose some of this heating. But if Grand Forks and Fargo will see storms between 10 and 3 a.m., and then things ship out into western Minnesota and decrease in intensity. So if you're a viewer in western Minnesota, or Lakes Country, or northeast portions of North Dakota, things will be quieting down overnight and the risk for severe goes away. Your planner for the rest of Saturday, though, starting out near 60, sunny, a little breezy from the west and back into the 80s. With hardly any chance of rain at all. So that's your planner for your Saturday. Fargo 62 rising to 86. Northwest winds will be breezy over 20 miles per hour. Choppy lake waters with temperatures in the low 80s for many. 79 Langdon, 81 and sunny in Devil's Lake for much of your day on the water as well. Here's a great water shot by Justin. Thanks for uploading this Audubon rainbow, double rainbow as a matter of fact. Planning forecast. We've talked about Saturday, talk about Sunday now, and tell you that we'll be in the 80s still with quiet weather continuing. So a beautiful weekend ahead next week, pretty summer-like with spotty storms Tuesday and Wednesday. So storms out west this evening, late tonight between 9 and say 3 in the morning through the Red River Valley and parts of western Minnesota.
So keep your eye on the sky and then enjoy the rest of the weekend.
That's right.
Yeah, thanks, Hutch.
You bet.